Fallout Shelter Guide. This is a guide on the game Fallout Shelter. I'm just going to go over the basics. This is obviously for beginners. I'm going to explain what everything is that you see in my game. So first of all, we're going to start at the top. These are the people that are waiting to get into the shelter, but I've reached my 200 limit and I've got an extra 9 waiting. This is the happiness level. Obviously, when they're happier, they're going to perform better. They're going to produce materials faster. Everything's going to be faster and better. So these are the goods that you need. You have electricity, food, and water. And they're producing these items. There are other items that they're producing, but you need to have these items, for example, food and water, for them to survive. So it takes them a few minutes to produce food and water, and you have to manually go to every room, like this one has electricity, to collect the electricity, and that's what you do when you click on these items. Over here is how much credits you have. They're called caps, and this is another form of currency called Nuka-Cola, which allows you to do special things such as usually do something faster. For example, if someone is training, you can have them train faster using the Nuka-Cola, or if they're doing a quest out in the wasteland, they can get there faster. And that's when you should really use it, is when they're out in the wasteland, because you could save, a day from using it there. So you have the shelter here, and the shelter has all these different rooms. You've got some elevators. You got these 2 elevator shafts, and you've got the entrance. This looks like a bedroom, and then you've got a training room. This guy's exercising, and this is obviously a bar, a lounge. This is electricity. This is a room for making weapons. I got to be careful what I say, obviously, because I don't want to get banned by YouTube. So in this case, I could pick one of these items and build it. You want to get something obviously that has a high number. For example, I would take this one here. It's going to take them 6 days to accomplish this, but there's probably an option where you can use the Nuka-Cola. You need 74, I guess. I don't have. That's a lot. It's expensive. The Nuka-Cola is expensive. So my advice is you keep it. So you've got training rooms, you've got rooms that they work in, you've got storage rooms. I put all the storage rooms at the bottom because if you run out of electricity, the rooms that are far away are going to lose their electricity. So over here at the bottom, we've got information based on the room that you're clicking on. And this is a training room, for example. This over here shows you who is assigned to the room. This allows you to take a photo. And then a lot is here in the menu. Got your settings, which obviously you're going to use the save button. These you probably don't have to worry much about. The game continues to play after you quit, but not for long. Maybe it only plays for 5 or 10 minutes after you quit. These are everything that you've earned in the game. So if there's something missing, it means obviously that you haven't discovered it yet. And the same is true for all of these items going across. So you need these in order to defend yourself or to complete a quest, because most people in the wasteland are hostile. Obviously, you want the stronger weapons. These are outfits. This is kind of like something that gives you a skill, such as strength or agility, etc. You can see that there's a lot of them that I don't have yet. You either have to find them or you can create them. And you see we have some new ones. They're always adding new content to the game. This is junk because it is a wasteland. You can find random items out in the wasteland and use them to build weapons, for example. These are pets. See, I've got a few of the pets. There's a lot of them out there. And I know that the pets look really exciting, but they don't, they're cute and they don't really, they're not that useful, is what I want to say. These are special dwellers. You can see I don't have that many, but there's a few dwellers that came to, that I either discovered or they came and found me, and they have special skills, which makes them very unique, and you want to try and collect them all. In the beginning of the game, they're going to be very important. Over here, you have stats to show you how many people, their average level. I believe the level goes up to 50. All these numbers, you see all these nines, the highest you can get is 10. Having 9.9 is really good. It means that they're all at the maximum level. This is my production, and we've got other things here. How long I've played, 99 hours. You've probably heard about lunch boxes. I got 33 of them, pets, 6. So periodically you have to go through. These are medical kits that I just hit. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of an emergency, and you can have 2 people per room section. So a double room can have 4, and a triple room can have 6. This is a robot. He'll go in. He does a very good job. He'll go in and help out. Obviously, there's a fire in this room. If you don't put out the fire, it will spread to other rooms. This room over here is a room for completing quests. For some reason, there's ice over here. So they did put the fire out. We'll get back to over here. This is your inventory. These are obviously weapons. You want to sell whatever you don't need because you need the space to acquire more things. You want to keep things like a baseball bat because it'll be a special quest where you have to use this in order to complete the quest. These are the outfits that I've collected, and it shows a quantity down below. So you want the ones with the higher numbers like the +5, and the ones that have like +3, you can sell these. This is you can recycle, or you can this is recycling, or you can just get rid of them. Sometimes I just get rid of them and take the cash because you need the storage space. You see how it says I have 895 out of 1910? And over here, it's maxed out. These are the medical kits. You need a lot of medical kits, especially if you go exploring out in the wasteland. You're going to get, you see over here, like desk fan, it says 267. You're going to get large quantities of some of the items. And these are the pets. The reason why it doesn't show any is because the storage is only what is not being used, and all the pets are wandering around somewhere doing something. They really don't do much. They do virtually little. And I'm going to just outright say it. If you're thinking about buying one, my advice is you don't buy one unless you really got a lot of money you want to spend. My advice is you try to get it in the game because you will get them in the game, and they're not worth the money. So these are the quests. The daily report, every day you go in and you collect the number of caps on the bottom. And on the 7th day, you get a larger prize like a lunchbox. This is the score that you're getting. And I believe if you get a higher score, you get more caps. So these are your objectives. If you complete the objective, then you win whatever is on the right. So this is a great way to get caps, like successfully extinguish 9 vault fires. I just did 1, which brought me up to 4. These are quests. These are a lot of fun. My advice is start out with the easy ones. See how it says level 26, level 15? Do something that's a low level number. I have already accomplished the low level number quests, like level 1. But over here you can see that you get the lunchbox. You get some armor, you get some weapons. This one you get a pet. This one you get Mr. Handy, which is the robot. So there's a lot that you can complete. They're very easy. These are 2 other characters called Bottle and Cappy that are in the game. And there's another pet right here, the dog. So over here is where you have your lunch boxes. I don't have any right now. You get playing cards, you get lunch boxes, you get the pets, you get Mr. Handy. You can open the boxes over here. You can buy them if you want. I've played the game for 99 hours. I haven't spent any money on the game whatsoever. And this, I don't know what it is. That's basically how it works. So the rooms can be upgraded. All of my rooms are already upgraded. You can bring people into a room. For example, I can go over here and add a person to a room or kick them out. These are all the people. You sort them by their level, for example. The reason why I have some new people, it must mean that some of my people died. So some, you see the ones that are waiting, that means they're outside. But 2 of them must have died, so 2 came in. This is their skill level. You can see that they're all at the maximum, going all the way down, except for the new people and the people that are waiting outside. This is the happiness. The status is what they're doing. And the job where they're working. Coffee break obviously means they're not doing anything, they're just wandering around. There is a radio station. Not sure where mine is or if I even have one. Looks like that's it right there. This looks like the radio station. And what they'll do is they'll go and they'll try to contact people. See over here it says Vault and Wasteland. Wasteland tries to attract people, and Vault increases the happiness within the Vault. There's different types of people. For example, you have strength, you have agility, charisma. So you notice that the guys with the military suits are all in the same room. And the reason why, like all these doctors are in the same room, you want to put people based on what they're suited for to the room that they're best at. I have a unique situation where all of mine are at the highest skill level, so it really doesn't matter what room I put them in. But the uniforms give them a little bit of a bonus, which means that it would make it a little bit faster. But if you're constantly moving people around, then it's going to be a lot of management to make sure you got the right people in the right room all the time. So you can make, for example, a weapon, and I am going to pick it based on the cost, for example. Because usually if it's more expensive, it's a better weapon. So this one looks pretty good. I'm going to make that one. And then you can make the outfits. You go over here. You have to find the blueprints to make these outfits. But again, the ones with a higher cost are going to be the better outfits. So these are +3. That's too low. Reverse it. Over here we got some expensive ones. This is a +7. This is really good, so I'm going to make this one. It'll take 6 days to do it. You can use a Nuka-Cola, which is very expensive. The best thing to do is just stop playing the game for a couple days and come back later, and it'll be done. It's a fun game. It's very slow in the beginning. It's good for beginners. Like, beginners can play this game. And advanced people, I've been playing games since the 1970s. And I play video games, not every day, but almost every day. So I've got a lot of experience, and even though it looks like a children's game, you know, it's a little cute, it's fun, and the quests are fun. It's really complicated to send them out to do the quest, but I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to put him out in the wasteland. Give him a pet to go with him. I don't remember. You have to, like, take it from somebody else. There it is. So what he's going to do, where is he? He's over here. He's going to take the elevator with the dog. Going to go up to the top level. The robot can go out in the wasteland too. He's going to go out the door. There he is. I didn't check his weapon, but I guess it's pretty. Takes a while for the door to open. That's how it opens. So now he's going to go out. We have to wait for him to go a little bit further. So here he is, and this is what it looks like when they're exploring the wasteland. He's going to be looking for materials, going to be looking for other people. He's going to find the currency, which is caps, and he is going to find buildings. We'll find side quests. They can do everything on their own. You don't see how it says 1 out of 4? Oh, this one's returned and she's waiting to get back in. This guy has also returned. So they're just waiting to get back in. So he's going out. You know what? I'm sorry that I did that because we could have looked at their log for all the things that they've discovered. But what will happen is over here at the bottom, it's going to say what they're discovering. And this is just a comment that he made. You want to send them out with the maximum number of medical kits. They can go out for 5 days, and when you recall them, they don't encounter anything. They just return. But they put cute little messages. It's funny, and they level up very quickly when they're out in the wasteland. And you can find a whole lot of stuff. You can find 100 items. So here you see we have another message on the bottom. So this one found a recipe to allow him to make a weapon. This one won't matter because that one is not powerful enough. This is what it looks like when you get invaded. These guys are very tough. They're going to come in and they're going to decimate me. So we got to get people come out and help fight. I'm going to drag them up here. And this is where the battle's going to be. See, this guy's almost out. He's going to get the medical kit. Right there it is. An old guy. They also have different ages. I think she died. They have different ages. So you have children and you have old people. You have young people. I revived this one. Wow, I revived her. She started out at level 1 again? Don't want to revive her. Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that if you revive someone, they got to come back at level 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to kick them out, and I'm going to pull in some of the people that are waiting who have higher skill levels. These guys are well armed. Look at that. I once had them, they destroyed like half of the guys in my shelter. So these guys are very powerful. They took out like 50 people one day. Got to get the medical kits very quickly. There it is. They don't give you a lot of time. Looks like it's over. Okay, it looks like it's over. And then you go over here, and it will tell you if someone didn't make it. And you can go revive them or kick them out. Okay, so that is the game. I'd like to show you a quest, but it takes a long time because if you look at the quest, you see how it says 3 hours, 35 minutes? That means it's going to take you 3 hours to get there. So you won't be able to start the quest until 3 hours have elapsed. And some of them could take days. For example, we have one here that takes 1 day just to get there. But you can win a cool prize. You got to have a guy who's a level 44, which is, of course, most of my dwellers. If you're a high enough level, like if you're level 25, it's going to be a little difficult, but it's really easy. If you're like level 50 and you go out on a level 25, you'll have no problem. Okay, so that is my guide to Fallout Shelter. Got a bunch of other videos about Fallout Shelter you can see on my YouTube channel that explains different tips and tricks and answers common questions, explains how to get dwellers quickly. It's very easy to get dwellers quickly. And you can go to my forum, my discussion forum at cheapbooks.cc, and look at the video game section under Fallout Shelter, and you'll see some tutorials that I wrote on that website. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.